Welcome to AniMat's review of Tomorrowland. You're in for a real treat. Tomorrowland was Damon Lindelof and Brad Bird's own idea from beginning to end. They loved it. They introduced the movie at Disneyland in Anaheim, California in 2015, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, Tomorrowland became one of Disney's biggest hits of that year, along with Inside Out and Star Wars Episode 7. You know, Brad loved the idea of progress, and he loved the ideologies of Walt Disney. And he himself was probably as much of a Disney fan as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch a couple of people go through this imaginary future, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a movie called Tomorrowland, which we are now about to analyze. Although Walt's vision of the future has experienced a few changes over the years, this movie still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the review begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Alright, now that I got that recording voice out of the way, you know, today I decided to go and check out that new movie, Tomorrowland. Ever since I saw the trailer of it, I was just completely hooked. Plus the fact that they got the director of The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and even The Iron Giant, I knew that I was gonna get into something awesome. I mean, what can you go wrong with Brad Bird? And let me tell ya, after I watched it, I really had a lot of fun.
I think everyone knows this, even if they only saw the trailer, but this movie looks absolutely amazing! Tomorrowland itself really looks like this beautiful utopian future that people could only imagine how it would be. Most movies set in the future nowadays seem to go more either realistically or more serious, which is fine. In fact, some of them are great. But Tomorrowland reminds us how fun the future can be, how possible advanced technology can be fun to watch like an episode of The Jetsons. It's a place that's both wonderful and you want to go there as much as, well, this Tomorrowland. But that's not the only good thing about the movie. The acting is actually very well done in everyone's part. Of course, we got George Clooney, who is unsurprisingly great because, like Tom Hanks, George Clooney can do anything, almost. But then there's also Britt Robertson and Rafi Cassidy as Casey and Athena, whose performances are arguably on par with Clooney's, not only giving the characters some interesting depth, but even some enjoyable personalities. If there is one group that will enjoy this more than others, it's of course the Disney fans. Since this actually is based on the area from the Disney parks, there are some moments where they not only reference some rides, but they actually play a significant part in the movie. I mean, you know it's Disney's Tomorrowland when the movie starts out in the 1964 World's Fair. Not only that, but a good eye can even spot some cleverly placed homages to Brad's previous works. So part of the fun when watching this is to spot the references.
It's for sure that these components can make a fun movie. But since this is a review, can they make a good movie? Well, yeah, of course, but I am pretty hesitant to say that this is Brad Bird's finest work.
The biggest issue that keeps it away from being a great movie is how it handled its message. Don't get me wrong though, I love what it's trying to say. Optimism and dreamers are what make a better future. That's beautiful. But the movie put its focus way too much on it. So much so that it becomes the main focus of the movie rather than what should actually be the real focus. And that's the place that the film is named after. Because of this, without spoiling anything, we actually spend less time at Tomorrowland and more about the plot that surrounds this message, where the more it reveals what it's actually about, the more ludicrous and preachy it becomes. It maximizes the exaggeration to get its message across, and even beforehand, it makes itself painfully obvious to say, "Negative thinking bad, happy thoughts good." This would have been much better if it was about Tomorrowland and its history and kept the message on the side. I mean, imagine how awesome it would be if they actually gave a purpose to Space Mountain.
In fact, the best parts of the movie is when the characters first enter Tomorrowland and explore the place. That's what the movie should be about. Instead, they just have this message that they have to keep hammering down as much as possible. This is a hammer, by the way. I actually don't have a pipe.
Tomorrowland has all the right components in order to make an amazing film. A fascinating world we want to explore and learn about, great actors, breathtaking visuals, enjoyable references, and a very nice message. But what takes away the wow factor is the wrong focus. What we wanted more of, we only got a bit, and what we want a bit of, we got a lot more, resulting in a movie that's more preachy than about discovering this new world. Seriously, if it changed the focus, this could have probably been as good as Brad's past works. But as a whole, it is still a fun film, and what it got right, it got it great. Of course, Disney fans will definitely get a kick out of this, but if you're in the mood for something fun with a bit of sci-fi and lovable characters, then go check this one out. As for my rating, this is a 7 out of 10. It wasn't an amazing experience, but it was satisfying.
I will admit that there was a part of me that was disappointed after watching this, considering that I did come in with such high hopes. I mean, with a name like Brad Bird, could you really blame me? But there is still that part of me that still really wants to learn about Tomorrowland. Maybe there are tons of more futuristic inventions that are waiting to be used in action. Maybe there are more Disney rides that are just waiting to be referenced. Or maybe I just want to learn about Tomorrowland conceptually when they were making the movie. Some could actually say that this could possibly be Walt Disney's original idea of Epcot, not as a theme park, but as the city of the future. But then again, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much and I'm going way too deep into it more than I should. That could be a possibility. Oh well. See you later, dudes! What, the fridge? Oh. We're gonna be that accurate to it, are we? Well, I gotta get out of here somehow. Alright guys, come on. Cue up the music. Roll in the credits. Come on, come on. The viewers don't have all day for this. Come on, bring in the credits. Somebody bring me a screwdriver. I don't know how the fridge I end up bolted to my own seat.
Thank you for joining us on AniMat's reviews of Tomorrowland. We hope you enjoyed this tribute of the Carousel of Progress from the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Please gather all your personal belongings and exit through the subscribe button shown here. Have a great big beautiful day, and remember, tomorrow is just a dream away.